In Otutuleke village, the girls were suffering because of one person, Chijioke, Mr. Fine Boy. Every day you would see one or two girls kneeling on the road, begging him like he was a king. One girl held his leg. Chijioke, marry me now. I can cook, I can clean, I can even find you when you sleep. Another girl cried, small tears. Fine boy, if you marry me, I will be loyal like brand new dog. But Chijioke just laughed, holding his six-pack like trophy. He would shout, village girls again? Do I look like somebody that marries village beauty? I only like city babes, with long nails and long eyelashes. Shift, 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 your village air is touching my body. The girls looked at him like, this one is mad, but fine. Mr. Fine Boy would then wear his dark glasses, walk slowly like movie actor, and say, when my city wife comes, all of you will understand. Otutuleke village was a very beautiful place. The houses were not old, they were not mud, they were not huts. They were simple, bright, colorful houses that made the whole village look like rainbow. Some houses were painted yellow like ripe mango, some were pink like bubblegum, and some were light blue like morning sky. Even the roofs were shining in the sun like they were greeting God every day. In this same village lived one man called Chijioke, but everybody called him Mr. Fine Boy. He was tall, very tall, like someone who ate fertilizer when he was small. He had six-pack that he loved like he loved himself. Every morning before the sun woke up, Chijioke would stand outside shirtless, look left, look right, and start rubbing oil on his chest. He would say, my six-pack must shine today. If it is not shining, how will the village people see my beauty? Sometimes the children will pass and laugh. One small boy even asked, Uncle Chijioke, why are you frying your stomach like plantain? Chijioke just hissed and continued rubbing oil like generator tank. He always wore clean white kaftan, white like fresh pap. He wore dark glasses even when the sun was not hot. He walked around the village like a peacock that lost his parents but still wanted to show off. Every girl in Otutuleke village admired him. When Chijioke was passing, girls would whisper, Chai, see Fine Boy, God took his time here. But Chijioke never smiled at them. He behaved like the girls had fish smell. Anytime a girl greeted him, he would raise one eyebrow and say, please, I don't date village girls. I am international. He always shouted international like someone that misplaced his passport. One sunny morning, Chisom, a kind girl with a sweet smile, saw Chijioke standing near a blue house. She greeted him softly. Good morning, Chijioke. Chijioke removed his glasses slowly like action movie and said, Chisom, please, shift small. Your village dust is touching my fine legs. Chisom looked down at her legs and looked back at him. She said, but I'm standing far from you. Chijioke replied, even your shadow is village shadow. Please, shift. Chisom just shook her head and walked away. Even the goats were confused. Another day, Ngozi, a very hard-working girl, greeted Chijioke while carrying a basket of vegetables. Good afternoon, Mr. Fine Boy, she said with a smile. Chijioke looked at her basket and said, Ngozi, please, carry your village vegetables away from me. I cannot breathe village smell today. Ngozi laughed because she thought he was joking. She asked, what is wrong with the vegetables? They are fresh. Chijioke placed his hand on his chest dramatically and said, my eyes cannot see ordinary village beauty. My heart is made for city girls only. Ngozi did not argue. She just walked away thinking, this one will learn one day. When the elders heard how Chijioke was behaving, they called him, Chijioke, calm down. Pride is not good. But he only smiled and said, my elders, please don't be offended, but my beauty is not village beauty. Even the elders were tired. As Chijioke walked around the village that day, his kaftan shining, his chest shining, his sunglasses shining like disco light, the villagers watched him carefully. Some people laughed, some shook their heads. Even a chicken looked at him like he wanted to say, this one will see Pepe. And truly, he would see Pepe soon. The whole village just looked at him and shook their heads.
One hot afternoon in Otutuleke village, the sun was shining like it wanted to fry everybody. People were under shade, fanning themselves with palm leaves. Even the goats were lying down, refusing to move. Suddenly, the quiet afternoon changed. A shiny car drove into the village. The car was so clean and bright that the sun bounced on it and almost blinded one old man. The old man shouted, who is flashing my eyes like this? Children started running after the car, shouting, car, car, fine car. Women opened their windows to look. Men came out from their colorful houses, adjusting their slippers. The car stopped in the middle of the village, and then a very fine girl stepped out. Her name was Belinda Sparkle, and truly, she was sparkling. Her dress was bright red, so bright that even tomatoes became jealous. Her eyelashes were long like ceiling fan. If she blinked too fast, somebody could take cover. Her wig was bouncing like TV adverts, especially the ones where they shake hair in slow motion. Even when she was not moving, the wig was dancing small. The villagers looked at her like she was a walking Christmas light. Someone whispered, "Chai, this one is not from this world." Another person said, "This must be city correct, babe." But the loudest reaction came from one person, Chijoke, Mr. Fine Boy. When Chijoke saw Belinda Sparkle, he almost fainted. His sunglasses almost fell off. His mouth opened wide enough for a whole orange to enter. He cleaned his glasses quickly and said, "Ah, my wife has returned from heaven." He stood straight instantly, chest out, stomach tight, six-pack showing like he was posing for photograph. Belinda Sparkle looked around with city attitude, turning her head slowly like queen. Chijoke's legs started moving by themselves. He followed her like remote-controlled goat. Whenever she stopped, he stopped. Whenever she walked, he walked. Belinda Sparkle finally turned and looked at him. She asked, "Can I help you?" Chijoke smiled like someone that saw free food. "My name is Chijoke, but you can call me Mr. Fine Boy." Belinda Sparkle looked at him from head to toe and said in big English, "I am a city babe. I don't stress myself." Chijoke nodded quickly like lizard. "No stress, my darling. I will do everything. Just talk. I love you already." Belinda Sparkle raised one eyebrow and said, We shall see." From that day, Chijoke became her shadow. When Belinda Sparkle walked to the market, Chijoke followed. When she bought small biscuit, he paid. When she wanted cold drink, he ran like Olympic athlete to buy it. The village people watched them every day like they were watching Nollywood season film. One woman said, "Chijoke has entered love trap." Another replied, "Let him stay there. Maybe he will learn sense." Belinda Sparkle loved attention. She loved taking pictures in front of the colorful houses, changing outfit 3 times a day, and speaking English that even the elders could not understand. She would say, "Excuse me, can you move? The light in here is not giving." The villagers looked at each other confused. One small boy asked, "What is lighting? Is it food?" Before anybody knew what was happening, before 1 month passed, Chijoke had married Belinda Sparkle. The village was shocked. People were whispering everywhere. He married her? Just like that? In 1 month? This is fast marriage, oh. But nobody said anything to his face. They all stood and watched like they were watching a brand new Nollywood movie. And truly, the movie had just started. The village people were just watching like Nollywood movie. Immediately after the wedding, when all the rice had finished, when the music people had packed their speakers, and when the last visitor left, Belinda Sparkle entered the house, removed her high heels and shouted, "Chijoke, close the door. City breeze must not enter anyhow." Chijoke ran like servant and closed the door fast. Belinda walked to the middle of the sitting room, touched her wig, rolled her eyes, and in one quick action, she pulled the wig off and threw it on the chair like old rag. Chijoke almost screamed because he was not expecting it. He whispered, "Baby, take it easy. Your wig almost hit me." Belinda did not even hear him. She stretched her neck like someone checking for network and said, "Chijoke, listen well. I cannot cook. I cannot clean. I cannot wash." She raised her hand and shook her long nails. "I only know makeup and fine clothes. So, bring money." Chijoke blinked 3 times like confused goods. "Money? For what?" Belinda rolled her eyes. "For everything. I need cream, new wig, new bag, new dress. I am city babe. I don't suffer." Chijoke nodded slowly.
His brain was shouting inside, but his mouth was quiet. From that day, suffering started. Belinda woke up at 10 or 11 in the morning. She would stretch her body and say, "Baby, what did you cook? Bring breakfast." Meanwhile, Chijioke woke up by 5 a.m. to sweep the compound. He washed clothes like washing machine. He scrubbed the floor like church cleaner. He cooked soup, stew, rice, beans every day like village chef. If Belinda asked for food and the food was not hot enough, she would shout, "Is this called food for human being? Warm it now." Chijioke ran up and down till sweat washed his face. While he was suffering, Belinda would sit in front of a big mirror and do makeup for 2 or 3 hours. She painted her face like she was preparing for carnival. Sometimes she said, "Baby, pass me that powder." Chijioke would run and pass it. "Baby, my eyelash is not straight. Come and blow it." Chijioke would bend and blow eyelash like birthday candle. He gave her all his savings, every single coin. Belinda spent the money like water. When Belinda wanted to go out, she would shout from the room, "Baby, quick, tie my shoe. My nails are still wet." Chijioke would rush there and kneel down to tie her shoe. Sometimes she said, "You are too slow. My city friends don't wait like this." Chijioke's face would look like tired goat, but he kept quiet. Even when she dropped something, she refused to pick it. If her phone fell on the bed, she would shout, "Baby, pick my phone. I cannot bend. My waist is doing city girl." One day, Chijioke opened the savings box and discovered it was empty like abandoned drum. He swallowed spit and went to meet Belinda. He said, "Baby, money has finished. Let us manage small." Belinda turned her neck slowly like snake. "Manage what? I don't do poor life." Chijioke tried to explain. "Let us reduce spending small. We need to plan." Belinda raised her voice suddenly. "Chijioke, you are poor. I cannot stay with poor man." Chijioke held his chest like someone shot him. He said, "Baby, calm down." Belinda shouted louder, "No, calm down. I cannot marry village poverty." She packed her clothes fast, wig, makeup box, shoes, bags, everything. Then she brought out her phone and said, "I am calling Bolt. I am going back to the city." Chijioke tried to stop her, but she pushed him. "Leave me. I don't stay where money has finished." Within minutes, a car arrived. Belinda entered with pride and slammed the door. The car drove away, leaving dust behind. Chijioke stood there looking like someone whose soul traveled. He walked back into the house, slowly, sat on the floor like abandoned biscuit, and covered his face. He cried and cried until even his tears cried. He cried so much that his six-pack went flat like puff-puff. His white kaftan became wet. His voice became shaky. That day, he understood one lesson. Pride will carry you up, but foolishness will bring you down fast. And Chijioke has just started his own bitter lesson.
Chijioke walked around Otutuleke village like someone who misplaced his brain. His head was down. His sunglasses were gone. His white kaftan was no longer shining. Even his six-pack that used to shout, "Look at me," had gone inside like shy tortoise. People who saw him were confused. One man whispered, "Is this not our Mr. Fine Boy? Why is he walking like rejected yam?" Another woman replied, "Leave him. Life has taught him small lesson." Chijioke kept walking, slow like old bicycle. He passed the yellow house, past the pink house, past the blue house. He greeted nobody. Finally, he reached Chisom's compound. He stood outside, cleared his throat, and knocked softly like mosquito. Chisom came out, carrying a basket of corn. When she saw him, she almost laughed. Chijioke said with small voice, "My sister, forgive me. I was doing fine boy." Chisom laughed loud, holding her stomach. "Carry your fine boy to your house, please." Chijioke scratched his head. "I am serious. I am sorry." Chisom waved her hand. "It is not me you should be telling. Life has already beaten you enough." She entered her house, still laughing. Next, Chijioke went to Ngozi's compound. Ngozi was outside washing vegetables.
She looked fresh and happy, unlike Chijoke, who looked like expired bread. Chijoke greeted, "Ngozi, good afternoon." Ngozi looked at him up and down and smiled small. "Good afternoon, Chijoke. Hope your wife is fine." Chijoke swallowed air. "She has gone. She left me." Ngozi nodded like she already knew. Chijoke continued, "Ngozi, I am sorry I called you village girl." Ngozi cleaned her hands on her wrapper and said, "My brother, good luck." That's all she said. No shouting, no insult, just good luck. But that good luck entered Chijoke's chest like pepper. After apologizing to Chisom and Ngozi, Chijoke decided he wanted to marry a village woman, a calm one, a hard-working one, a respectful one. He shaved his beard, ironed his kaftan, and started greeting girls in the village. Girls he used to ignore like dustbin. He greeted, "Good afternoon, my sister." The girl replied, "I am not your sister. Go and call Belinda Sparkle." He tried another. "Please, can I talk to you?" The girl laughed. "Talk to Belinda Sparkle, not me." He tried again. "My heart is open." She shouted, "Close it. We don't want wahala." Even the small children were laughing at him. One child shouted, "Mr. Fine Boy, where is your city wife?" Another said, "Fine Boy has become sorry boy." Chijoke could not talk. He just walked away, shame covering his head like big umbrella. One evening, when the sun was going down and the sky looked orange, he entered his own house, a bright orange house he used to brag about. The house was quiet, too quiet. He sat down on his wooden chair and looked around. No laughter, no footsteps, no voice shouting, "Baby, tie my shoe." Nothing, just silence. Chijoke sighed deeply and said, "Pride is not good. Village girls are not ordinary. They are gold." He placed his hand on his chest and shook his head, but it was too late. He had pushed away the women who cared. He had chased shadows. He had followed beauty without character, and he ended up alone. The night grew darker. His orange house looked bigger than before and emptier. Chijoke sat there quietly, thinking and thinking until his heart felt heavy like a bag of cement. And that's how he ended the story, with big regret and a very quiet house. Moral lesson: pride can make a person blind. When you look down on others and chase empty things, you may lose the real treasures in front of you. Respect people, appreciate simple love, and remember that beauty without character brings pain. Humility is better than pride, and kindness will take you farther than appearance.